Right now, as we speak, by the time people are hearing this, I might be living in a new place.
Ooh-wee!
Things are a bit funky, a bit wacky. We're trying to move lock, stock, and barrel. We can't find the barrel, but we got the lock and the stock
All
to
right.
the apartment. So I got a wild cock up my ass, pulled out and came on my back. Rupert, you look nervous. You're looking around. Oh, God. Rupert looks, I'm scared. He's saying it's okay. He likes Kiss.
Don't clock block.
So we start looking at apartments all over town. We find something we like, and they have an open house, and it's a 5-minute tour. We sign up for 5 minutes.
I like that.
It's nice, but you're like, I want to run the shower. I want to fuck in the bed.
Sure.
I want to,
You wanna
sniff
test
the floor.
drive.
Of course. Because there's nothing worse than you get a place and there's bad shower pressure.
Hate the pressure.
So
Peer pressure.
Great depression. So we go over there. My sister and niece are coming to town. My niece is moving back to school. She goes to Pace.
Good movie.
So she's coming down. What movie? Pace?
Back to
Back to school. I was like, what the hell's Pace? So they come down. I go, hey, we got an 1155. We're looking at an apartment in Battery Park City, BPC.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. This is cool.
You know me.
We'll see. So now I've never gotten an apartment in Manhattan. All the apartments I ever got were a comic who goes, hey, I got a room. It's $100 a day. And I go, okay, great.
Yep.
So now you've been through this times 3.
It's a nightmare.
And I'm like, I talk about this all the time. I didn't get raised properly. I got no knowledge of adult things, of finance, of mortgage, of co-op, of rent. I don't know what a PhD is. I don't know what a bachelor's is and an associate's.
Right.
Anyone that puts a tie on and goes to work, I have no idea what they're doing.
Yes.
All I know is plumber, cop, firefighter, roofer.
You know all the Halloween costumes.
Yes,
Nurse,
I
cowboy.
know the fucking the YMCA.
Yeah, the
hobos.
village people.
Yes, I never met no one in my family. 0% of my family has spent a minute in college.
Wow.
None.
That is impressive.
My niece is the first person to go to a school.
Wow.
I think my sister went to community college. I should if she heard this, should shit a brick.
Okay.
But she drove from home to the community college
Sure.
down the street, which I'm not taking away from community college, but like, I don't know anyone that put on a tie and went to the football game and painted their face and said, we
Sure.
are gay. You know, like, I don't have that.
Yeah.
So people with jobs and brown shoes, I don't know what the hell's going on there.
Yes. Briefcase.
My family is a fireman, another fireman, a plumber, and a secretary, and insurance fucking, well, not insurance, what do you call it?
Doctor?
I wish.
Accountant?
My God. My dad works in the administrative at the hospital.
Ah.
So he's got a tie.
Okay.
Yeah, he used to. Now he works from home. But like, he used to have a tie, but like, it was just purchasing, they call it. They go, we need 40 gowns and 30 face masks and 2 needles.
Inventory.
And he's like, okay, there you go.
Oh, all right.
So it's something. He had slacks.
Yeah, he had a keyboard.
I think so.
That's big.
Not bad.
Not bad. He could type.
I think so, sort of, yeah.
I still can't type. Can you type?
I can type.
You could type.
I don't type a lot.
The full Monty. Wow.
Yeah.
But you could fake type. I get that. You got that down. But I'm talking type.
Yeah, I type okay. I'm not, I'm not Chuck. Chuck's just banging away at the keys the whole episode. I have no idea what he's doing over there.
Yeah, I know. He's booking flights or something. I'm still this guy. That's why I got 8 pounds of notes in my back pocket because I can't type.
Right. So anyways, we put in for the apartment. I was raised poorly. I'm a piece of shit. I don't know anything. So we go, hey, it's a 5-minute tour. Come on down. And my sister and niece are in town. So we all go. It's me, Sarah, the baby, my niece, my sister, Kramer, the butler. We go down there. We're fucking 5 of us. And then I've never had this. Have you ever heard of this? The guy's just doing tours all day.
Yeah.
And there's a lovely Asian couple over there. And we go in the doorman. I go, hey, we're the new patrons. We're looking at old 3Q. We want to move in, please. And he goes,
the list.
go over there with the rest of them. And as you look over, it's like doing an audition where you walk out and everyone looks like you. And I'm like, oh. And I have this defeatist attitude. I have no self-esteem. I hate myself. As soon as you see another couple, you're like, well, we're not going to get it.
Yeah, we're not as good as them.
They'll get it.
Yeah, they're better. We're worse.
So he brings down a couple. They leave. There's all these couples seeing it.
Yep, I've been through this.
And again, all my apartments were just comic. I bumped my apartment I live in now. I bumped into Ed Larson, the great Ed Larson.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, yeah, there's another unit. You want it?
Right.
And I was like, sure. And then my landlord did no check.
Yes.
He just went, oh, great. Thank you.
Yes. Well, and this is the opposite of comedy. Paperwork, background checks, filling out a form, credit check, all that shit is like, it just scares, it's adult. It's papers, it's numbers, it's lines on a page. It scares the shit out of me.
And it's a holiday weekend. I haven't even told my landlord that I want to move.
Right.
So we go up there for the tour, and I'm like nervous because we're with the competition, which is weird.
That is awkward.
They're also there, and then the people that live there, they currently live there. So there's like a cat walking around. It's all decorated.
Oh, weird.
The cat's like scratching at the baby, so I'm kicking the cat. I hate cats. No offense. Greg's cool. Not really. So we're walking around looking at the place, and you have 5 minutes to be like, what, do I want to live my life here and raise my child here?
Yeah, that's no good.
It's crazy. And so then the guy's like, okay, if you want, this is very competitive. It's a holiday weekend. We got 4 couples that are already interested.
Oh, they do this shit.
So you got to send your bid, what you're willing to pay, because the asking price is one thing.
Yeah.
And then you can go up.
Interesting.
And he goes, we need a copy of last year's tax returns.
There they go.
You need a letter from your landlord, who
There
I
it
haven't even
is.
told I'm moving.
Oh, boy.
And then you need your wife's tax returns, a pair of your wife's underwear,
Yep,
your
yep.
father's bra,
Yeah.
and Rupert's dildo.
Oh, man.
And we need it by 6 o'clock. And I'm like,
Whoa, he's going to be using it.
so I'm like, okay. And so I'm like, there's no way we're going to move here. The whole time I'm looking at the apartment, I'm like, we're not going to live here.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. And then my place needed recommendations. I had to get a letter from a friend or a business owner who was like, this guy's all right. He's not a pedophile. I saw him once. Whatever. Brutal. You got to ask people to write a letter?
It's terrifying. So then we went downstairs, and the guy, the agent, tour, I literally don't know what he's called. Is
The
he a
realtor?
broker, realtor?
Yeah, I don't know. Broker or something?
He was just a young guy.
Tom Brokaw?
And I said, well, let me ask you this, because we haven't filed our taxes yet. We were late on our taxes. We got the baby, so we're going to file the whole thing. But
Careful.
can I give you the year before? Can I give you a letter? Like, can I just... It's like high school. You're like, can I give you like my version of the thing you're asking
Right.
for? Because I'm retarded. And then I went, we're comedians, so our lives. And he's like, really? And I go, yeah. Who's your favorite? I probably know him. I'm friends with. I dropped Shane Gillis.
Oh, yeah.
I was like Nate Bargatze,
Yes.
Louis C.K. And he goes, wow, what? That's crazy. He's like, you ever meet Tom Segura? And I'm like,
Oh!
met him. I'm his nanny.
Done the pod. He fucked his wife.
I said I was on his podcast, and he goes, "Your mom's house?" And I go, "Yeah, you got to check it out." I throw Netflix, even though no one saw my Netflix special. It was 48 years ago.
It counts.
I go, "I got a Netflix special. Check it out." And he goes, "That's crazy.
This is good.
I think that's good, but he doesn't make the decision." But I said, "Put in a good word." So then I was glad Sarah asked, because she goes, "Well, when you say a bid, because some people go higher than the asking price.
Yes.
Like the price is like 5,000. She's like, "Could we say 6,000?" He's like, "Oh, no one goes that high. That's crazy." So I'm glad she asked, because I would have been like, "We'll give you 7,000." They would have been like,
Yeah.
"What? These retards offered."
Wow.
He's like, "I think it's like $50, $100." So I
Okay.
offered 53.
Ooh, Price is Right.
But then he's like, "All right, that's a good offer, but you got to get the steps." So I had to have it's like Labor Day weekend. I text our what's it called? Accountant, and I'm like, "Can you write a thing?"
Yes, right.
So he has like a little letterhead. He's like, "Joe makes money. He's a nice guy. He's got a dick. He's a comedian."
Yes, yes.
And then he goes, I got money. Can I just send you a screenshot of my bank account? He goes, "That'll work."
Oh.
So I just screenshotted like the money I have in the bank.
Oh, that makes sense.
I'm like, "Here you go."
I like that.
And then he goes, "Well, we need your wife's tax returns." And I'm like,
You're the breadwinner.
"But my wife, she makes like $8 a day."
Yeah.
I'm like, "We don't. What do you need that for?"
I know. I'm the money guy. She's picking up cans.
So I said, well, just my landlord, he's out of town. He's out of the country, which is true. Town and country.
Good mag.
So we'll see. I sent him. He goes, "This looks good. I'll forward it." And I go, "For what it's worth, it's just coming from me." I'm like, "My landlord loves us. We don't drink. We're
Yes.
raising a family." I was like, "Everyone in my building, I recommended to the landlord. We've been there for 9 years. My father's gay. George is saying cut it.
Where are the cameras?
I
It's
know
all
Shane
pipes.
Gillis." So he goes, literally, he's like,
Tires.
"No kidding." I'm like, "Big time."
Yeah, he's showing photos. Here's me and him at a dinner once.
I said Joe Rogan. I was like, I've been on Rogan, the whole
Yeah.
thing, which is always nerve-wracking because you're afraid he's going to be like, "That piece of shit."
That could go either way.
So Also, the guy was half Asian. I said Shane. I was like, maybe that was a big mistake.
Ooh, noodles.
Yeah. I was like, but I don't like him now. Whatever you think.
Yeah, I hit Tony Hinchcliffe. Don't get me started.
So we'll see. And we're supposed to find out like this week. So I keep going back and forth. There's a chance I'm going to get emailed and be like, you got it.
Yeah.
And I'll be so close to you.
That's a high rent, though.
Yeah, it's brutal. I can't afford it. Join the Patreon, quick.